Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. We are back in MLB The Show 19, our first homestand. The home opener going to be a 2-game series against the Reds. The Reds are starting 3-1, starting pretty hot so far. We only played 3 games, so we are 2-1. We're going in to our 4th and 5th starters. So out here we're going to see Chad Crow at the top of the first. Another good play there by Story. He had a couple of ones in the last series, and that's a good one as Crow here. Nothing you can do by Bryant, and that's going to be thrown in. We will prevent the double there as the Reds get the first runner. Steele is on, and Contreras just not an accurate throw to Story. So the man will get to second. Jammed in here. Crow will get a fly out to center field. And with a 3-2 count, this one's out in right center. And just not enough speed out in the outfield. That will hit down and Mora will get it in. And that will be an RBI double. So this time, the Cubs not able to keep a scoreless first, as this one is to Trevor Story, easy play, and the Reds only get 1. So we're out here top of the second after a 3-up, 3-down against the Cubs, and Crow settling up in here. So after that strikeout, we're going to go in the bottom of the second as Rizzo pounds one into left center. Maybe if there wasn't a shift to the right, could have probably had a play on that ball. After Rizzo, here is Schwarber. That's a 4-seam with some movement inside. That's a swing and a miss. Going inside again. This time it's on Trevor Story, and Story strikes out. So Crow here at the top of the third. This one's going to be a very slow dribbler. Can't really get the play at first. We try at second, and we get nothing there. And here, Crow, just a bad angle there I took with Mora. And Crow's going to let 2 more score. And it's only the top of the third. 3-0 Reds. So this game is slowly but quickly getting out of hand. As this one's pounded out in right field. The wind's going to push this one out. And that will be a 2-run shot. So it's already 5-0 here in the top of the third. Crow had a good playoff, I would say, for a young guy. It was only his second, going in his 3rd year this year. But a little bit of some playoff hangover and some World Series hangover for the Cubs here in the first homestand. But Harper trying to get it going here against the shift. That's going to be hitting the wall on the left field, and that will be a 2-out double. So the Cubs trying to wheel and deal their way back into this game. However, Riz is going to hit one deep, and that may have a chance to hit the wall, but it looks like it's going to be just shy of the warning track. And Garrett out there is pitching well. Top of the 5th with 1 on, and that one is into center. And Crow just not a lot of control, not a lot of ability to get any punch outs, but here get a fly out next to home just down the third base line with 2 outs in the 5th, trying to hold it here. This one's over to Story. Story will go over to first, and we get out of that inning. So Crow preventing any more from scoring there, as we're going to have Cole Hamels come out here, and this is going to be the double play, and we do get it. Hamels did let a solo shot up in the first part of that inning, but here's a generous strike for Garrett against Bryant, and that one was not even close to the zone. And well, we're going to sim the rest of this one. It got pretty out of hand, mainly just because of the sole fact that we just could not stop. So looking at who we did bring up new, we got Alonzo Castro and Garth Mata. Those are the 2 guys we brought up. Saw their stats quickly there, and we still have Seng up on the roster. So we go ahead and push this. We lose 6-0. We can't get anything going in this game. It just was not an entertaining game for me at that point. We just couldn't hit, and, well, we just could not pitch well either. So we'll go into the second game. At home, we're going to have Kyle Hendricks pitching in this one. And we'll see if Hendricks can do a better job. Hendricks did not play a lot in the playoffs, but he was rocking a couple of those, as that is not Garrett, that's actually Castillo out there. I believe Garrett pitched the day before. And so we'll have to see what we're up against here. Trad Crow, though, gave up 9 hits. So Kyle Hendricks, 19-7, had a great year last year. When it came to the playoffs, he played a couple of spots out of the bullpen. Didn't have a lot of starts in the playoffs, had 2. But coming out of that bullpen was great. He held some good games with us. So, top of the first. And the first batter cranks this one to left center. This is the Red Hot Reds right now. The Reds are hitting well. And that's Senzel with another home run against us. He had 1 yesterday, and, well, he's going to continue the trend today. So still in the first. Next one, we're going to have a bunt. And here it is, Bryant with a good barehanded snag thrown off balance to get over to first. And now we're going to see Garrett. He did have his first decision, was a win in the first game. Pitched 6 innings, gave up no runs. And so we got to get to him somehow. And this one snagged out of the air at first. And Almora is shocked over that one. As we go into the top of the second, curveball up and inside. And that will be missed against Rasmuth out here. And he's going to have a high fly ball. I don't know how he got under that sinker low in the zone. But that one will be out there for Schwarber. And so that will end your top of the second. We go to the bottom. And Rizzo here just punches this one opposite field. He is going to try to second. Try to get to second. It's going to be close. He's going to do a head slide, and he's in there safe. So Schwarber out here, and that is jammed inside. And, well, having some issues again. Can't get anyone past second. So after Schwarber flies out here, we're going to try with Contreras. And that one's inside, four seam, and Contreras can't catch up with that one. And Garrett gets out of the threat. Hendricks, though, here. This is going to be a snag by Bryant at third, a good diving grab, and that will end that inning there. If that got through, it was probably going to spell another run for the Reds. So Baez up here, and Baez cranks one in right center. This will be in the gap and hit the wall. Baez will have it at second. He's going to stop there, not going to test for third, and that is a 2-out double. But again, a changeup, which I cannot find in the low in this outside the zone, and Almora strikes out. Top of the fourth, this one, just ground ball up the middle, trying to get it low there, and somehow just chopping it under, and that will be a single. With DeVault punches it through between first and second, quick throw in, and that is 2-1 with no out. A full count here. This is inside on the hands. Going to be deep in center field. Almora is going to grab it, and the runner won't test this one. A good throw by Almora. One hopper there to Bryant at third. So here we go with Hendricks, and this will be up the middle. Double play chance. Story steps on the bag and throws it over to first, and that will end your inning. So again, Hendricks pitching out of that jam. Only letting one run, that solo shot in the first, and the Cubs still not getting anything outside the infield. And Harper grinding the first. Top of the fifth, we go to Hendricks here, and this one's a low ball. against the switch. Baez, good play, off balance throw, and that will be a good one for an out. Still top of the 5th. In here, another one straight over to Baez. Baez getting some work here at second. And some good work, but we have an injury. It ends up being Baez. Looks like that he had a bruise on his throwing arm on that one. Looks like it bounced up and hit him. We're going to put Happ out there. It isn't a long-term injury. He just has to come out for this game. So Ian Happ will come out and play second. So top of the 5th. And this one is going to be behind third and just over the glove of Trevor Story. So with 1 on, 2 out, Hendricks got to get out of this one again. And he does with a curveball just outside the zone in low. And that one will end your inning. So we did have an injury of Baez. He will be all right. So Happ will have to get some magic out here. But first, Contreras can't strike out with that changeup down in the zone. Next one is going to be Hendricks. And Hendricks is going to put one out and right with 2 outs. So Garrett with 8 strikeouts, not able to get Hendricks. And now that Story up the middle. And now we got ourselves a couple hits. Cubs trying to tie this game. Next will be Happ. Happ will hit it high. And it looks like it's curving towards the line. And just hit a little bit too hard. And that one will be caught in foul territory. Bottom of the 6th. And that is a line drive by Harper right to first. Ends up being a double play. And that kind of sums up how this game's went for the Cubs. We're going to be at the bottom of the 7th. Contreras, that's 3 strikeouts for Contreras, all inside. We're going to have Joe Jimenez come out here to try to hold this to a 1-run game. Jimenez, another new arm we brought in for the bullpen. And this one's going to be up the middle for a leadoff single. So Jimenez not able to keep this as he lets another single up the middle. This time, though, with 1 out. And so with bases loaded and 1 out, we do get a ground ball to Bryant. We will turn a double play. And Jimenez gets out of the jam. That's Gennett putting into that double play there. We got lucky. The ball's a little outside. Could have been hit hard out in the outfield, but we get a grounder. Next one here, Story's going to hang on that changeup. It's inside corner, but they're not going to call it. Garrett's still out there, and well, Happ cannot get that one. Amir Garrett with 11 strikeouts. And now Almora puts one out in center, but that one will be caught. And now the Cubs need to hold this. Hamels, we're going to bring him in. It is a 1-0 game. We're trying to keep it close. Our bullpen went through a lot of arms yesterday. We're trying to give them a little bit of some help here as Hamels. 2-seam up against Rasmus, and he misses. So we're going to go to the top of the 9th. Bryant starts it with a leadoff walk as Herrera doesn't get the call there. Next one, Harper. He's going to take all 4 pitches there and get Herrera to walk him. Now it's Riz. Riz high up, deep into center, and we are going to send Bryant to third. Actually, he's going to end up coming back. We didn't want to risk it there as that's a good arm out in center field. So Schwarber on the inside gets the ball. He gets a call there. It's in as Contreras, who's had 3 strikeouts today, trying to battle back. We just need something out of the outfield. Big one there, trying to swing because that's close to the zone. 1-2 count. Contreras hits one out into right. We're going to send Harper. Harper is going to get there, and he will get in. Actually, that's Bryant. Harper's at second as Bryant sneaks in there, and we tie the ball game. Trying to get one more from Mata. Mata will have it out in right, but some of the speed out there in the outfield. Again, we're witnessing it. So we're in extra innings here. As Migurski gets that one against Martin. That one's up and inside. With one on, this one's going to be up in the hands and pushed out into left field. And there's 2 on with 1 out. 0-1 count. This is right over to Hap. Hap to Story and Story to Riz, and that will end your inning. So another double play to get out of a jam. And we're going to have Story, Hap, and Almora up here in the 10th. This one's going to be down, that 4-seamer, and we will take that walk. We got a little bit more patient as the game went on, and Sinagari here, I believe that's how you pronounce it, bad with names, so he's out here trying to hold this. That's a 4-seam, and Almora. He took some walks last game as well, so here, Bryant will hit one up the middle, but it's not going to sneak through. And that will end your inning. So we're still in extras here. We're going to the top of the 11th. Migurski's still out here, and this one's going to be out in right center field. And this might be a lead-off double at least. And we will hold them at second. So the Reds already threatening to get something going here in the top of the 11th. Duvall. Not the fastest guy, but we need to hold him there. As this one will be caught. Good shoestring catch there. A lot of running there by Almora, but he pulls it in. 1-2 count. This is over to Bryant. Bryant holds the runner and gets it over to first for the second out. So here we are. 0-1. And this one's going to be in right. We're not going to be able to catch this. A good cannon there by, almost said Hayward, but that is Harper out there. But here out in left, easy grab by Schwarber. And we got to this one as well. So Riz with 1 out. Full count. And this is rifled straight up the middle. This might get to the warning track. It's going to go all the way to the wall there with that line drive. And Riz with a 1-out double. Cubs trying to get a walk-off here. Next one is Schwarber. And Schwarber's going to hit this deep. Out in right center. Not going to be deep enough to maybe move Riz, but we're going to test it anyway. That's going to be thrown in, and Riz will just get under the tag. So the winning run is 90 feet away, and Contreras skies it. Not able to put it in play. As we keep on going into extras, we're going into the 12th. Migurski's still out here. That's a 4-seam, and well, we don't get the call on that one. Trying to bunt him over, and this ends up being a pop-up to Riz with that bad bunt. Next batter, this is going to be out in center, and Almora has this one on the run. And we're just going to keep on rolling here. Migurski throws it. It's inside, and that's going to be out in the left field. Schwarber gets it in quickly. And another run threatening to get in here, and that one's going to be in there. Harper, good arm again, saving any attempt to go home. So we have Clevenger out here since the last batter, and that curveball outside the zone, and Clevenger gets the strikeout. So here we go, bottom of the 12th, and Will Story's going to take another walk here. It's his 3rd walk of the day. As we're going to see Aston out here. As Hap's going to hit it out in left center. Hap has not had a great year to start it out, but I do like his fielding, and so that's why he is on the bench. He does play sometimes. But Almora here puts this one up the middle. We're going to hold. It is 2 outs. We're not going to test that. We're going to try to give Bryant a way to get something going, as that is rifled right over to short. And that will end your inning. And we're still going. It's the 13th inning. We got some extra baseball for you guys. The Reds have had 16 hits to only the 6 of Chicago, but somehow it's still 1-1. And the Reds have their 17th hit. It's a leadoff single in the 13th. So this is going to be Holden out there instead of Clevenger as we turn 2, and we do. He calls him out at first, and there's your double play. Warner does advance over to third. I'm trying to hold him here. Holden, it's up the middle. Hap, good play. Hold, throw, and it's just in time, and they say he got him. So it keeps it a 1-1 game. Harper is going to take another walk. Just force these batters to get it over the plate. Or these pitchers. It's Bourbon this time. As Contreras grounds into that double play. And that double play will end that inning of the 13th as we go into the 14th. Holden's still out here. This one's out in right, shallow right there. Just over the head of Hap. With one out here, this one is hit hard out and right. The wind's blowing it, but Harper has the warning track as some cushion. So with 2 outs, actually we end up getting a ground ball to get out of that one, and Almora is fishing for that one. That one's inside. They finally put out the closer, Raziel Iglesias. And Bryant gets a single against the shift. Wow. Pretty deep shift there, as that is a 1-out single. So Riz out here. Riz, the changeup inside. He was swinging to protect, and Iglesias gets him to chase. So we put out Carl Edwards out here. This was going to be a shallow out. It is now the 21st inning, and it has been a long game. This game in total has been about 4 hours of... Actually, it took me about 3 hours to finish this game, since it's about 3 games full, or 2.5. As this one's rifled over the brain. Easy one to catch. And we were down to Edwards. Edwards has been pitching for about 3 innings at this point. He's almost out of gas. He's one of our last pitchers that we have in the bullpen before we go to the starters. We end up actually walking Gennett because he has had some success today. And we're going to go against Sexton, who we've had 1 strikeout and a couple ground balls. And we get another ground ball, this time over to first, and Riz is able to make the play. And so we go in the bottom of the 21st. Bottom of the 21st. Riz is going to lead this one off. This is going to be down the line, and Riz is going to try to get this out to a double, and he will easily into second. That's a leadoff double. The winning run is 180 feet away. Next one, Contreras. And Contreras strikes out. 5 strikeouts on the day for Contreras, but... So next up, we're going to have Carl Edwards Jr. out here. And that will end up falling. And Riz will get there, and he will score. This is a big, big hit by Carl Edwards Jr. We didn't have anyone on the bench. We could not pinch hit. We'd already pinch hit our 2 best pitchers with Arrieta and John Lester. We had no one else in the bullpen. He was the last one besides our closer with Hector Neris. And he comes through. Carl Edwards Jr. So you have a good one here. I will see you guys next episode. Go ahead and comment, like, subscribe so you just don't miss any of these big, big times in this franchise. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.